performance of the Gilbert and Sullivan Society of Maine's 48th Annual Opera. My name is Theodore DeMoss. I'm the current president of the company, and I'd like to welcome you here and let you know the exits are in the front and rear of the auditorium. There will be no flash photography, and now would be a good time to silence or turn off your cell phone. Last performance, so real big special thanks to the cast, crew, musicians, artists, and most importantly, all of you. So without further ado, proud to introduce Ruddigore.
vainly, for Rose is still heart-free and looks but coldly upon her many suitors.
It's very disappointing. Every young man in the village is in love with her, but they are appalled by her beauty and modesty, and won't declare themselves. So, until she makes her own choice, there's no chance for anybody else.
This may be the only village in the world that possesses an endowed corps of professional bridesmaids who are bound to be on duty every day from 10 to 4, and it is at least 6 months since our services were last required. The pious charity by which we exist is practically wasted.
We shall be disendowed! That will be the end of it! Dame Hannah, you're a very nice old person. You could marry if you'd like. There's old Adam, Robin's faithful servant, and he loves you with all the frenzy of a boy of only 14.
Nay, gentle maidens, I cannot, for I am pledged
To whom?
to an eternal maidenhood. Many years ago I was betrothed to a godlike youth who wooed me under an assumed name. But on the very day upon which our wedding was to have been celebrated, I discovered that he was no other than Sir Roderick Murgatroyd, one of the bad baronets of Ruddigore, an uncle of the man who now bears that title. As a son of that accursed race, he was no husband for an honest girl. So madly as I loved him, I left him then and there. He died but 10 years since, but I never saw him again.
But why should you not marry a bad baronet of Ruddigore?
All baronets are bad, but was he worse than other baronets?
My child, he was accursed.
Cursed? By whom? Not you, I trust.
No, the curse is on all his line, and has been since the time of Sir Rupert, the first baronet. Listen, and you shall hear the legend. Sir Rupert Murgatroyd, his leisure and his riches, he ruthlessly employed in persecuting witches. With fear he'd make them quake, he'd duck them in his lake, he'd break their bones with kind of charity as is thy wont?
A few gifts, dear aunt, for deserving villagers. Lo, here is some peppermint rock for old Gaffer Gaddaby. A set of false teeth for pretty little Ruth Rowbottom. And a pound of snuff for the poor orphan girl on the hill.
Rose, pity that so much goodness should not help to make some gallant youth happy for life. Rose, why dost thou harden that little heart of thine? Is there none hereaway whom thou couldst love?
Even if there were such a one, verily it would ill become me to tell him so.
Pray, dear one, where true love is, there is little need of prim formality.
Hush, dear aunt, for thy words pain me sorely. Hung in a plated dish cover to the knocker of the workhouse door, with naught that I could call mine own, save a change of baby linen and a book of etiquette. Little wonder if I have always regarded that work as a voice from a parent's tomb. This hallowed volume, composed, if I may believe the title page, by no less an authority than the wife of a Lord Mayor, has been, through life, my guide and monitor. By its solemn precepts, I have learned to test the moral worth of all who approach me. The man who bites his bread or eats peas with a knife, I look upon as a lost creature. And he who has not yet acquired the proper way of entering and leaving a room is the object of my pitying horror. There are those in this village who bite their nails, dear aunt. And nearly all are wont to use their pocket combs in public places. In truth, I can pursue this painful theme much further, but behold, I have said enough.
But is there none hereaway whom thou couldst love? For example, young Robin. Oh, he combines the manners of a Marquis with the morals of a Methodist. Couldst thou not love him?
And even if I could, how should I confess it unto him? For lo, he is shy, and saith not. If somebody the chance to be, who loved me in a manner true, my heart would point him out to me, and I could point him out to you. But it is of those who point, their manners must be out of joint. You may not point, you must not point, it's manners out of joint to point. Had I the love of such as he, some quiet spot he'd take me to, then he could whisper to me, and I could whisper to you. Not whispering at somewhere that is contrary to etiquette. Where can it be? Now let me see. Yes, yes, it's contrary to etiquette. If anyone knew I knew, polite and little neat and trim, then I could hint as much to you, and you could hint as much to me. But hint is in plainest hint, it's most unladylike to hint. You may not hint, you must not hint, it says you mustn't hint in print. But if I loved him through and through, true love and not oppressing him, then I could speak of it to you, and you could speak of it to him. But here I find it doesn't true to speak until you're spoken to. Where can it be? Now let me see. Yes, yes, don't speak until you're spoken to. Poor aunt, little did the good soul that he resembleth all the youths in this village, in that he is unduly bashful in my presence, and lo, it is hard to bring him to the point. But soft, he is here.
Mistress Rose,
Master Robin.
I wish to say that it is fine.
It is passing fine.
But we do want rain.
Aye, sorely. Is that all?
Yes, that is all.
Good day, Master Robin.
Good day, Mistress Rose. I beg your pardon.
You were about to say?
I would fain consult you.
Truly?
It is about a friend.
In truth, I have a friend myself.
Indeed. I mean, of course.
And I would fain consult you
About him.
about her.
Let us consult one another.
I know a youth that loves a little maid, but his face is a sight for to see. Silent is he, for he's timid and afraid. He's as modest as a youth can be.
I know a maid who loves a gallant youth. Hey, but she sickens as the days go by. She cannot tell him all the sad, sad truth. Hey, but I think that little maid will die.
Poor little man,
Poor little maid,
poor little man.
poor little maid.
Lord, tell me, pray, and tell me true. What in the world
Should the maiden
he cannot eat and he cannot sleep? Hey, but his face is a sight for to see. Daily he goes for to wail, for to weep. Hey, he's as wretched as a youth can be.
She's very pale and she's very pale. Hey, but she sickens as the days go by. Daily she goes for to weep, for to wail. Hey, but I think that little maid will die.
Poor little maid,
Poor little maid,
poor little maid.
poor little maid.
Lord, tell me, pray, and tell me true. What in the world should the young man do?
If I were the youth, I should offer her my name. Yea, but her face is a sight for to see.
If I were the maid, I should fan his honest flame. Hey, but he's bashful as a youth can be.
If I were the youth, I should speak to her today. Hey, but she sickens as the days go by.
If I were the maid, I should meet the man halfway. For I really do believe that timid youth will die.
Poor little man,
Poor little maid,
poor little man.
poor little maid. I thank you, sis, for your counsel true. I'll tell that youth what he ought to do.
Poor child. I sometimes think if she wasn't quite so particular that I might venture. Oh no, even then I should be unworthy of her.
Oh, my kind master is sad. Poor Sir Riven Murgatroyd.
Hush! As you love me, breathe not that hated name. 20 years ago,
in horror at the prospect of inheriting that hideous title. And with it the ban that compels all those who succeed the baronetcy to commit one deadly crime per day for life. I fled my home and concealed myself in this innocent village under the name of Robin O'Capple. My younger brother, Despard, believing me to be dead, succeeded to the title and its attendant curse. For 20 years I've been dead and buried. Don't dig me up now.
Oh, master, it shall be as you wish. For have I not sworn to obey you forever in all things? Yet, since we are alone, and as I belong to that particular old description of good old man to whom the truth is a refreshing novelty, let me call you by your own right title just once more. Sir Ribbon Murgatroyd, Baronet of Ruddigore! That is like 8 hours at the seaside.
My poor old friend, would there were more like you.
Oh, would there were indeed. Oh, but I bring you good tidings. Your foster brother, Richard, has returned from sea. His ship, the Tom Tit, rides yonder at anchor, and he himself is even now in this very village.
My beloved foster brother? No, no, it cannot be.
It is, even so. And see, he comes this way.
From the briny sea comes young Richard, all victorious. Glorious is he, his achievements all are glorious. Let the welkin ring, with the news we bring. Sing it, shout it, tell all about it. Shout it, sing the sound returning theme, all victorious from the sea. Sing the sound, all victorious from the sea.
I shipped, d'ye see, in a revenue sloop, and off Cape Finisterre. A merchant that we see, a Frenchman going free, so we made for the Beau Monsieur, d'ye see, we made for the Beau Monsieur. But she proved to be a frigate, and she off with her ports, and fires with a 32. It come on coming near, but we answered with a cheer, which paralyzed the parlez-vous, d'ye see, which paralyzed the parlez-vous.
Which paralyzed the parlez-vous, do you see? Which paralyzed the parlez-vous.
So our captain he up, and he said, says he, that ship we need not fear. We can take her if we like, she's starting for to strike, for she's only a dormousseer, do you see? She's only a dormousseer. But to fight a French for love, it's like hitting of a gal. 'Tis a lubberly thing for to do. And we with our faults, why we're sturdy British salts, while she's only up her parlez-vous, do you see? While she's only up her parlez-vous.
While she's only a poor parlez-vous, do you see? While she's only a poor parlez-vous.
So we up with our helm as we scuds before the breeze, as we gives a compassionating cheer. Froggy answers with a shout as he sees us go about, which was grateful of the poor Monsieur, do you see? Which was grateful of the poor Monsieur. And I'd wager in their joy they kissed each other's cheek, which is what them foreigners do. And they thanked their lucky stars we were hardly British stars, but we'd only upper parlez-vous, do you see? Who took pity on the poor parlez-vous?
Who took pity on the poor parlez-vous, do you see? Who took pity on the poor parlez-vous?
All
It is deeds such as yours that cause our flag to be loved and dreaded throughout the civilized world.
Why, Lord love you, Rob, let's put a trifle to what we have done in the way of sparing life. I believe I may say, without exaggeration, that the merciful little tomtit has spared more French frigates than any craft afloat. But, tain't for a British seaman to brag, so I'll just stow my jaw and tackle and belay. What, that's even less meant. What's brought you all a compliment?
Alas, Dick, I love Rose Maybud, and I love in vain.
You? Love in vain? Come now, that's too good. Why, you're a fine, strapping, muscular young fella, tall and strong as a top gun mast, taut as a forestay. Aye, and a baronet to boot, all had their rights.
Hush, Richard! Not a word about my true rank, which none here suspect. But yes, I know well enough that there are few men better calculated to win a woman's heart than I. I'm a fine fellow, Dick, worthy of any woman's love. Lucky the girl against me, says I. But I'm timid, Dick. Shy, nervous, modest, retiring, diffident. And I cannot tell her, Dick, I cannot tell her. Besides, you have no idea what a poor opinion I have of myself, and how little I deserve it.
Robin, you called to mind how, years ago, we swore that, come what might, we would always act upon our honest dictates.
Aye, Dick, and I've always kept that hope. In doubt, difficulty, and danger. I've always asked my heart what I should do, and it has never failed me.
Right. Let your heart be your compass, with a clear conscience for your binnacle light, and you'll sail 10 knots in a bowline, clear of shoals, rocks, and quicksands. Well now, what does my heart have to say in this here difficult situation? Why, it says, Dick! It says, it called me Dick, because it's known me from a bed. Dick! It says, you ain't shy, you ain't modest, speak up you for him as is. Robin, my lad, just you lay me alongside, and when she's becalmed under my lee, I'll spin her a yarn that shall serve to fish you two together for life.
Will you do this thing for me, can you? Do you think? Why, yes. There's no false modesty about you. You're what I would call bumptious self-assertiveness, I mean this expression in a complimentary sense, has already made you a boatswain's mate, and will make an admiral of you in time if you work it properly. You incompetent old imposter. My dear fellow, I'd give my right arm for 1/10 of your modest assurance. My boy, you may take it from me, that of all the afflictions accursed, of which a man saddled and hampered and addled, a diffident nature's the worst. As clever can be, a Crichton of early romance, you must stir it and stump it and blow your own trumpet, or trust me, you haven't a chance. If you wish in the world to advance, your merits you're bound to enhance, you must stir it and stump it and blow your own trumpet, or trust me, you haven't a chance. Now take for example my case, of a bright intellectual brain. In all London city there's no one so witty, I've thought so again and again. Of a highly intelligent face, my features cannot be denied, but whatever I try, sir, I fail, sir, and why, sir? A modesty personified. If you wish in the world to advance, your merits you're bound to enhance, you must stir it and stump it and blow your own trumpet, and trust me, you haven't a chance. As a poet I'm tender and quaint, of a passion and fervor and grace, from Ovid and Horace to Swinburne and Morris, they all of them take a back place. Then I sing and I play and I paint, though none are accomplished as I. To say so a treason, you ask me the reason.
Why? No, I didn't.
Oh, I thought you did. I'm diffident, modest, and shy. If you wish in the world to advance, your merits you're bound to enhance, you must stir it and stump it and blow your own trumpet, and trust me, you haven't a chance. If you wish in the world to advance, your merits you're bound to enhance, you must stir it and stump it and blow your own trumpet, and trust me, you haven't a chance.
Pities it's such a poor opinion of himself, for a finer fellow don't walk. Well, I'll do my best for him. Please for him, as it was for your own father. That's what my hearts are remarking to me just now. But here she comes. Steady, steady it is. By the Port Admiral! But she's a tight little craft. Come, she's not for you, Dick. And yet, she's fit to marry Lord Nelson. By the flag of old England, I can't look at her unmoved.
Sir, you are agitated.
Aye, my lass. Well said. I am agitated, true enough. Took flat back, McGurk. But 'tis not, 'twill pass. This here heart of mine's dictating to me like anything. Question is, have I a right to disregard its promptings?
Can I do aught to relieve thine anguish? For it seems to me that thou art in sore trouble. This apple.
No, my lass, take that. I'm took flat aback. I never see anything like you in all my born days. Parbuckle me if you've the loveliest gal I ever set eyes on. There, I can't say any fairer than that, can I?
No. The question is it meet that an utter stranger should thus express himself? Yes, always speak the truth.
I no thoughts of saying this here to you on my own account, for, truth to tell, I was chartered by another. But, when I see you, my heart up and says it,
This is the very last for you, Dick.
it says,
Speak up to her, Dick.
it calls me Dick, because we was at school together.
Tell her all, Dick.
It says,
Never sail under false colors. It's mean.
that's what my heart tells me to say. And in my rough, common sailor fashion, I've said it. And I'm a-waiting for your reply. I'm a-trembling, miss. Look here. That's nervousness.
Now, what should a maiden do with such an one? Keep no one in unnecessary suspense. Behold, I will not keep you in unnecessary suspense. In accepting an offer of marriage, do so with apparent hesitation. I take you, but with a certain show of reluctance. Avoid any appearance of eagerness. Though you will bear in mind that I am far from anxious to do so. A little show of emotion will not be misplaced. Pardon this tear.
Rose, you've made me the happiest blue jacket in England. I wouldn't trade places with the Admiral of the Fleet. No matter who he's a-hugging over this present moment. But, asking your pardon, miss. Might I be permitted to salute the flag I'm going to sail under?
An engaged young lady should not permit too many familiarities. Once.
The past roar is over, oh my love. Embrace thy tender lover, oh my love. From a tempest welter, from war's alarms, oh give me shelter within those arms. Oh give me shelter within those arms.
she refuses.
Why, no. I can't truly say she do.
Then she accepts. My darling.
Hail the bridegroom, hail the bride, and the nuptial
What's
knot
a
is
maiden
tied.
supposed to do when she's embraced by the wrong gentleman?
Belay, my lad, belay, you don't understand.
Oh, sir, belay, I beseech you.
You see, it's like this. She accepts, but it's me.
You?
Hail the bridegroom, hail the bride, and the
Will you be quiet? Tell then, what does this mean?
My poor lad, my heart grieves for thee. But it's like this. The moment I see her, and just as I was going to mention your name, my heart up and says it,
Dick, this is the very last for you.
it says,
Speak up to her, Dick. Be honest and sailor-like. Don't skulk under false colors. Speak up.
it says,
Take her, you dog, and wither my blessing.
Hail the bridegroom, hail the bride, and the nuptial
Hold your tongues, will you? Go away! Vulgar girls!
what can I do? I'm bound to obey my heart's dictates.
Of course, no doubt. It's quite right. I don't mind. Not particularly. It's just, it is disappointing, you know?
Oh, but sir, I knew not that thou didst seek me in wedlock. Or in very truth I should not have hearkened myself to this man. For behold, he is but a lowly mariner, and very poor withal. Whereas thou art a tiller of the land, and thou hast fat oxen, and many sheep and swine, a considerable dairy farm, and much corn and oil.
That's true, my lass, but it's done now, ain't it, Rob?
Still, it may be that I should not be happy in thy love. I am passing young, and little able to judge. Moreover, as to thy character, I know not.
Nay, Rose, I'll answer for that. Dick has won thy love fairly. As broken-hearted as I am, I'll stand up for Dick through thick and thin.
Thank you, messmate. That's well said. That's spoken honest. Thank you, Rob.
Yet, methinks I have heard that sailors are but worldly men, and little prone to lead serious and thoughtful lives.
And what then? Admit that Dick is not a steady character? That when he's excited, he uses language that would make your hair curl. Grant that, he does. It's the truth and I won't deny it. But look at his good qualities. He's as nimble as a pony, and his hornpipe is the talk of the fleet.
Thank you, Rob. That's well spoken. Thank you, Rob.
But it may be that he drinketh strong waters, which do bemuse a man and make him even as the wild beasts of the desert.
Well, suppose he does. And I don't say he doesn't. For rum's his bane and never has been. He does drink. It's the truth and I won't deny it. But what of that? Look at his arms. Tattooed to the shoulder. No, not a word against Dick.
But I have heard that mariners are but rarely true to those whom they profess to love.
Granted. And I won't say that Dick isn't as bad as any of them. You are. You know you are, you dog. You devil of a fellow. You out-and-out Lothario. But what then? You can't have everything. And a better hand at turning a dead-eye don't walk a deck. What an accomplishment that is in a family man. No, not a word against Dick. I'll stand up for him through thick and thin.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you. You're a true friend. I've acted according to my arch dictates, and orders such as them no man should disobey.
In saving all thy social mind, your heart must be your only guide. In secrecy and favoring mind, yourself in pawn, you surely find.
My heart says to this maiden strike. She's captured you. She's just the sort of girl you like. You know you do. If other men know what to gain, I shall resign. That's what it says to me quite plain. This heart of mine, this heart of mine.
My heart says you've a promised blood with fingers wide. You mean to settle what you've got upon your mind. Here don't pretend to shake my hands. My word aside, it merely states the simple facts. This heart of mine, this heart of mine.
It was his black, it makes sailor left his nose is bright.
Murgatroyd. All mad girls love him. I love him. I'm poor mad Margaret, crazy Meg, poor Meg.
How lovest the god Baronet Ruddigore? Oh, horrible. Too horrible.
You pity me, then be my mother. The squirrel had a mother once, but she drank and the squirrel fled. Hush. They sing a brave song in these parts. It runs somewhat thus. The cat and the dog and the little puppy sat down. Well, I forget what they sat down in, but so the song goes.
after the verb.
True.
I have come to pinch Rose Maybud.
Rose Maybud.
Ah! I love him! He loved me once, but that's all gone. Fished! He gave me an Italian glance, thus. And made me his. He will give her an Italian glance and make her his, but it shall not be for us. Step on her! Step on her! Step on her! Did you ever kill anybody? No? Why not? Listen, I killed a fly this morning. It buzzed and I would not have it, so it died. Pop. So shall she.
But, behold, I am Rose Maybud, and I would fain not die. Pop.
You are Rose Maybud.
Yes, sweet Rose Maybud.
Strange. They told me she was beautiful. No. If I thought that, I would treat you as the auctioneer and the land agent treated the ladybird. I would rend you asunder.
Nay, be pacified, for behold, I am pledged to another, and we are to be wedded this very day.
Swear that to me. Come to a commissioner and let me have it on affidavit. I once made an affidavit, but it died. It died! See, they come. The despot and his evil crew. Hide! They're all mad. Quite mad.
What makes you think so?
Hush! They sing choruses in public. That's mad enough, I think. Go! Hide away! They will seize you! Hush! Quite softly! Quite softly. Welcome, gentry, for your entry. Set our tender hearts a-beating. Lay our station and adoration. Rose is unaffected greeting. Hearty greeting. Hearty greeting offer we.
When thoroughly tired of being admired by ladies of gentle degree, with flattery sainted have flown and inflated away from the city we flee. From tartan to mural to printing this rural, the sudden transition is simply illusion. Come Amaryllis, come Chloe, and Phyllis, their slaves for the moment are we. We're slaves for the moment, the slaves are we.
The sons of the tillage who fell in this village are people of only degree. Though honest and active, their most unattractive and awkward as hunger can be. Their clothing are robbers and axes and choppers and shepherds and noblemen and covers and common. Painters and reapers and scholars and cleaners, but never a lover for me. But never a lover for me.
why am I moody and sad? Confess. And why am I guiltily mad? Confess. Because I am thoroughly bad. Oh, yes. You'll see it at once in my face. Oh, why am I husky and hoarse? Oh, why? It's the workings of conscience, of course. Fine. And huskiness stands for remorse. Oh, why? At least it does so in my case. When in crime one is fully employed, like you, your expression gets warped and destroyed. It's due. It's a penalty if you can avoid. How true. I once was a nice-looking youth, but like stone from a strong catapult. On choice. I rushed at my terrible fault. That's nice. Observe the unpleasant result. Not nice. Indeed, I am telling the truth. Oh, innocent, happy the poor. That's me. If I had been virtuous, I'm sure like me, I should be as nice looking as you're. Maybe. You are very nice looking indeed. Oh, innocence, listen in time. We don't avoid an existence of crime. Just so. Or you'll be as ugly as her. No, no! And now, if you'll please, we'll proceed. Poor children, how they loathe me. Me, whose hands are certainly steeped in infamy, but whose heart is the heart of a little child. But what is a poor baronet to do when a whole picture gallery of ancestors step down from their frames and threaten him with an excruciating death if he hesitates to commit his daily crime? But I am even with them. I get my crime over the first thing in the morning. And then, for the rest of the day, I do good. I do good. I do good. 2 days since, I stole a child and built an orphan asylum. Yesterday, I robbed a bank and endowed a bishopric. Today, I carry off Rose Maybard and atone with a cathedral. This is what it is to be the sport and toy of a picture gallery. But I will be bitterly revenged against them. I shall give them all to the nation, and no one shall ever look upon their faces again. Ex-runner's pardon, but... Observed, and by America. What would you with me, fellow?
Your Honor, I'm a poor man of war's man, becalmed in the doldrums.
I don't know.
And I make so bold to ask Your Honor's advice. Does Your Honor know what it is to have a heart?
My honor knows what it is to have a complete apparatus with the conducting of the circulation of the blood through the veins and arteries of the human body.
Aye, but has Your Honor a heart that ups and looks you in the face and gives you quarter-deck orders that it's life and death to disobey?
I have not a heart of that description, but I have a picture gallery that presumes to take that liberty.
Well, Your Honor, it's like this. Your Honor had an elder brother.
It had...
Who should have inherited your title, and with it, its curse.
Aye, but he died! Oh, ribbon!
He didn't. of Robin Oakapple, and is going to marry Rose Maybud this very day.
Riven, alive, and going to marry Rose Maybud? Can this be possible?
Now, the question I was going to ask Your Honor is, ought I to tell Your Honor this?
I don't know. It's a delicate point. I think you ought. Mind? I'm not sure. But I think so.
That's what my arse says. It says, Dick. It says, calls me Dick, because it's decided to take that liberty.
That fair young gal would recoil from him if she knew who he really were. Ought you to stand off and on, and never a fire shot across her bows to bring her to? No!
It says,
You did not ought.
and I won't ought, accordingly.
Then you really feel yourself at liberty to tell me that my elder brother lives, that I may charge him with his cruel deceit, and transfer to his shoulders the hideous thraldom under which I have labored for so many years. Free! Free at last! Free to live a blameless life, and to die beloved and regretted by all who knew me.
You understand?
I think I do. With vigor and shakenness, steps have been taken. It's deeply planned.
I think so too. You readily bet it. You never regret it. For duty must be done. The rule applies to everyone. And painful though that duty be, to shirk the task for fiddle-dee-dee. To shirk the task for fiddle-dee-dee. To shirk the task. To shirk the task for fiddle-dee-fiddle-dee-fiddle-dee-fiddle-dee-fiddle-dee-dee.
The bridegroom comes.
Likewise the bride, the maidens are very elated and merry. They are her chums.
To lash their pride were almost a pity. The pretty committee
For duty must be done. The rule applies to everyone. And painful though that duty be, to shirk the task for fiddle-dee-dee. To shirk the task for fiddle-dee-dee. To shirk the task. To shirk the task for His rightful title I have long enjoyed. I claim him as Sir Riven Murgatroyd.
Virtuous person now.
That's very virtue.
And I to Margaret must keep my vow.
As I misread you, oh joy,
I once disliked you, now that I've reformed, how I adore you.
the bee, and the sipping tranquilly quite happy is he, and happy the filly that snays in her pride, what happier than any, a pound to a penny, a lover is when he embraces his bride. Oh, happy the flowers that blossom in June, and happy the powers that gain by the moon, unhappy by hours the man of descent, who only regrets his never forgetting, means to repent.
Oh, happy the blossom that blooms on the tree, like happy the blossom that seems on the tree, where from the blossom that cannot prevent, he was worshipping the dance of the little people and in the death of good hair.
Oh, wretched the debt who is signing a deed, and wretched the letter that no one can read. But very much better their lot it must be than that of this person I'm making, whose verse on his head there's a curse on alluding to me.
Oh, happy the lily when kissed by the bee, and the sipping tranquilly quite happy is he, and happy the lily that lays in her brow, but happy than any upon the penny, alone when he embraces his bride, embraces his bride, embraces his bride.
I once was as meek as a newborn lamb, now I'm Sir Murgatroyd. Ha ha! With great precision, without the elision, Sir Riven Murgatroyd. Ha ha!
And I, who was once his valet de sham, as cruise to it I'm now employed. Ha 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 ha! The Dickens may take him, I'll never forsake him, as steward I'm now employed. Ha ha! How dreadful when an innocent heart becomes
This is a painful state of things, old Adam.
Painful indeed. Good master, when I swore that come what would, I would serve you in all things forever, I little thought to what a pass it would bring me. Confidential advisor to the greatest villain unhung. Well now, sir, to business. What crime do you propose to commit today?
Well, how should I know? As my confidential advisor, it's your duty to suggest something.
Sir, I loathe the life you are leading. But a good old man's oath is paramount, and I obey. Richard Dauntless is here with pretty Rose Maybud to ask your consent to their marriage. Poison their beer.
No, not that. I know I'm a bad bot, but I'm not as bad a bot as all that.
Well, there you go. There's no use my making suggestions if you won't adopt them.
Well, how would it be then, do you think, if I should lure him here with cunning wile, bind him with good stout ropes beyond a post, and then, by making hideous faces at him, curdle the hot blood of his arteries, freeze the very marrow in his bones? What say the Adam? Is the scheme not well planned?
That would be merely rude. Nothing more. But soft, they come.
Happily coupled are we, you see. I am a jolly jackdaw, my star, and you are the rarest, the richest, and fairest of innocent lasses you are. My far of innocent lasses you are. And by a favouring gale you'll sail over like treacherous sea with me. And as for bad weather, we'll brave it together, and you shall creep under my lee, my wee. And you shall creep under my lee, my wee. For you are so smart little crowd, such a neat little sweet little crowd, such a bright little tight little slight little light little trim little prim little crowd.
Oh, she is such a sweet little crowd, such a neat little sweet little crowd, such a bright little tight little slight little light little trim little crowd.
My hopes will be blighted or fair, my dear, and a month you'll be going to see for free. And all of my wishes you'll go to the fishes as though they were never to be. As though they can never to be. And I shall be the darling to love, and we which are well to sit for me. For you'll be a setting afraid of my flirting with every woman you meet. You cheat with every woman you meet. Oh, I am just one to love, such a neat and sweet little love, such a neat little right little light little treat little prim little crowd.
Oh, she is such a sweet little crowd, such a neat little sweet little crowd, such a bright little tight little slight little light little trim little prim little crowd.
So ho, pretty one! In my power at last, eh? Know ye not that I have those within my call, who at my faintest bidding kill me in a most uncomfortable dungeon? What ho within there?
Hold! We are prepared for this. Here is a flag that none dare defy. And while this glorious rag floats above Rose Maybud's head, the man does not live who would dare lay an unlicensed hand upon her.
Foiled! And by a Union Jack! There will be a day, and then...
Nay, let me plead with him. Sir Ribbon, have pity. In my book of etiquette, the case of a maiden about to be wedded to one who unexpectedly turns out to be a baronet with a curse on him is not considered. Time was when you loved me madly. Prove that this was no selfish love by according your consent to my marriage to one who, if he be not you yourself, is the next best thing.
For a week, I have fulfilled my accursed doom. I have duly committed a crime a day. Not a great crime, I trust, but still, in the eyes of one as strictly regulated as I used to be, a crime. But will my ghostly ancestors be satisfied with what I have done? Or will they regard it as an unworthy subterfuge? Oh, my forefathers, wallowers in blood, there came a day at last when, sick of crime, you, each and every, vowed to sin no more. Cold welcome death depart you from your cloying guiltiness. Let the sweet psalm of that repentant hour soften your long dead hearts, and tune your souls to mercy on your poor posterity. Alas, poor ghost.
The pity you express for nothing goes. Respecters are a jollier crew than you perhaps suppose. When the night wind howls in the chimney cowls, and the bat in the moonlight cries, and inky clouds like funeral shrouds sail over the midnight sky.
when the woodcock quail at the night birds wail, and the black dog neighs at the moon. It is the spectre's holiday. Then is the ghost, I know, for then is the ghost, I know, I know. And the mist lie low on the pen. From great tombstones I gather the bones that once were women and men. And away they go with a mop and a mow to the revels that end too soon. For cockcrow limits our holiday. The dead of the night, I know. The dead of the night, I know. I know. The dead of the night, I know. And then each ghost with his lady toast to their churchyard beds take flight, with a kiss perhaps on her lantern chaps, and a grisly grim good night, till the welcome knell of the midnight bell brings forth its jolliest tune, then ushers in our next high holiday. The dead of the night, I know. The dead of the night, I know. I know.
You now. You're the picture that hangs at the end of the gallery.
In a bad light, I am.
Are you considered good likeness?
Pretty well. Flattering.
Because as a work of art, you are poor.
I am crude in color, but I've only been painted 10 years. In a couple of centuries, I shall be an old master. And then you will be sorry that you spoke lightly of me.
May I ask why you've left your frames?
It is our duty to see that our successors commit their daily crime in a conscientious and workmanlike fashion. It is our duty to remind you that you are evading the conditions under which you are permitted to exist.
Well, I don't know what you'd have. I've only been about it a week. And I've committed a crime punctually every day.
Let us inquire into this. Monday.
Monday was a big holiday.
True. Tuesday.
On Tuesday, I submitted a false income tax return.
That's nothing.
Nothing at all. Everybody does that.
We're expected to.
Wednesday.
On Wednesday, I forged a will.
Whose will?
My own.
My good sir, you can't forge your own will.
Can't I, though? I like that, I did. Besides, if a man can't forge his own will, then whose will can he forge?
There's something in that.
Yes, it seems reasonable. For some it does.
Let's see, somewhere, I fancy.
A man can do what he likes with his own.
I suppose he can.
So a man can forge his own will, stupid. On Thursday, I shot a fox.
Yeah. That's better. Pass the fox, I think. Yes, pass the fox. Friday.
On Friday, I forged a check.
Whose check?
Old Adam's.
But old Adam hasn't a banker.
I didn't say I forged his banker, I said I forged his check. On Saturday, I disinherited my only son.
But you haven't got a son.
Well, no, not yet. I've disinherited him in advance to save time. You see, by this arrangement, he will have been born already disinherited.
I see. But I don't think you can do that.
I
good sir, if a man can't disinherit his only unborn son, then whose unborn son can he disinherit?
These arguments all sound very good, but I can't help thinking that if they were reduced to syllogistic form, they wouldn't hold water. Now, quite understand us. We are foggy, but we do not permit our fogginess to be presumed upon. Unless you undertake to, suppose we say, carry off a lady. Yes, those who are in favor of his carrying off a lady. Yes. Those of a contrary opinion. Oh, you're never satisfied. Yes, unless you undertake to carry off a lady at once. I don't care what lady. You perish in inconceivable agonies.
Carry off a lady? No, not on any account. I have the highest respect for ladies. I wouldn't do anything against them for worlds. I'm not that kind of baronet, I assure you. Oh, that's all you have left to say. You best go back to your frames.
Very good. Let the agonies commence!
Do you understand it?
Painful, isn't it? It gets worse by degrees.
Oh, stop a bit. I wish to speak.
Better?
Yes, better.
Well, do you consent?
But it's a most ungentlemanly thing to do.
As you please. Terri-Ann!
No, I can't stand it. I agree. It shall be done.
Today!
Today.
At once?
At once. I apologize, I retract. I had no idea it was anything like that.
He answers to our call. We do not ask for more. A sturdy fellow after all this latest wedding bore. A sturdy fellow after all this latest wedding bore. All perishing under the hope who dare our wills defy. We want your pardon, ere we go. We want your pardon, ere we go, for having agonized you so. So pardon us, so pardon us, so pardon us, or die. So pardon us, so pardon us, so pardon us, or die. I pardon you. I pardon you. He pardons us, he pardons us, he pardons us, or die.
Master, you are unwell.
Trevor Andrews won't do. I've seen them. My ancestors. They're just gone. They say that I must do something desperate at once, or perish in horrible agonies. Go. Go to yonder village, carry off a maiden, anyone I don't care which, and bring her here to me at once. Not a word, but obey! Fly! Away, remorse, compunction hands, go, moral force, For 35 years I've been sober and wary. My favorite tipple came straight from the dairy. I kept guinea pigs and a Belgian canary, a squirrel, white mice, and a small black and tan. I played on the flute and I drank lemon squashes. Thick boots, Macintoshes, and shoes that would someday be known as galoshes, the type of a highly respectable man. For the rest of my life I abandoned propriety, visit the haunts of Bohemian society, waxworks and other resorts of impiety, placed by the moralist under a ban. My ways must be those of a regular satyr, on carryings on I must be a first-rater. Night after night in the wicked theater, it's hard on a highly respectable man. For the man who has spent the first half of his tether on all the bad deeds you can bracket together, that goes and repents on a cap and a feather, society pets him as much as it can. It's comfort to think that I go now improper, I shan't on the whole have done more than improper. He who was once an abandoned tip-topper, but now is a highly respectable man.
Are dull, but I'm not complaining. This sort of thing takes a deal of training. We have been married a week.
One happy week.
Our new life
Is delightful indeed.
so calm.
So unimpassioned. Master, all this I owe to you. See, I am no longer wild and untidy. My hair is combed, my face is washed, my boots fit.
Margaret, don't! Pray, restrain yourself. Remember, you are now a district visitor.
A gentle district visitor.
You are orderly, methodical, neat. You have your emotions well under control.
I have, Master. When I think of all you've done for me, I fall at your feet. I embrace your ankles. I hug your knees.
Hush! This is not well. This is calculated to provoke remark. Be composed, I beg.
You are angry with poor little Mad Margaret?
No, not angry. But a district visitor to learn to eschew melodrama. Visit the poor by all means, and give them tea and barley water. But don't do it as if you were administering a bowl of deadly nightshade. It upsets them. Then when nursing sick people and finding them not as well as could be expected, why go into hysterics?
Why not?
Because it's too jumpy for a sick room.
How strange. Oh, Master, how shall I express the all-absorbing...
No!
Yes, dear, I know. It shan't happen again. Shall I tell you one of poor Mad Margaret's old thoughts? Well then, when I am lying awake at night, and the pale moonlight streams through the lattice casement, strange fancies crowd upon my poor mad brain. And I sometimes think, if there were a word that we could hit upon, a word for you to use when I'm about to relapse, a word that's teeming with hidden meaning. Something like Basingstoke. It might recall me to my saner self, for after all, I'm only poor Mad Margaret. Crazy Meg! Poor Meg!
Poor child. She wanders. But soft, someone comes. Margaret, pray recollect yourself. Basingstoke, I beg. Margaret, if you don't Basingstoke at once, I shall be seriously angry.
Basingstoke it is.
Then make it so.
Despard and his young wife, this visit is most unexpected.
Shall I fight him? Shall I tear him limb from limb? Shall I rend him asunder, saying with the words...
Basingstoke!
Basingstoke it is.
Then make it so. My brother, I still call you brother despite your horrible profligacy. We have come to urge you to abandon the evil course to which you have committed yourself, and, at any cost, to become a pure and blameless ratepayer.
But I've done no wrong yet.
No wrong. He's done no wrong. Did you hear that? No wrong.
Basingstoke!
Basingstoke it is.
My brother, I still call you brother, you observe. You forget that in the eye of the law, you have been a bad baronet of Ruddigore for 10 years, and are therefore responsible in the eye of the law for all the misdeeds committed by the unhappy gentlemen who occupied your place.
Oh, bless my heart, I hadn't thought of that. Was I very bad?
Oh, awful, wasn't he?
And I've been going on like this for how long?
10 years. Think of all the atrocities you've committed. By attorney, as it were. During that period, remember how you trifled with this poor child's affections. How you raised her hopes on high. Oh, don't cry, my love. Basingstoke, you know. Only to trample them into the dust when they were at the very zenith of their fullness. Oh, fie, sir! Fie! She trusted you.
Did she? What a scoundrel I must have been. There, Margaret. It's all right. Don't cry. It's all right. Birmingham. You know, Birmingham. Basingstoke. Basingstoke.
Then make it so.
It's all right, don't cry. He's married you now. That is, I've married you? I say, which one of us has married her?
Oh, I've married her.
And I am glad of that. And anything more disreputable than my conduct seems to have been, I've never even heard of. But my mind is made up. I will defy my ancestors. I will disobey their behests, and thus, by courting death, atone in some degree for the infamy of my career.
I knew it! God bless you!
Basingstoke.
Basingstoke it is.
Whereas if fully open to my awful situation, I should go at once around a ring and make a manneration. I should tell him I've recovered my forgotten moral senses and a decade of taken it for any consequence. I do not wish to perish by the sword or by the dagger, but a martyr may indulge a little upon a noble slugger, and a word or two will compliment my vanity would flatter. But I've got to die tomorrow, so it really doesn't matter.
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 So it really doesn't matter. So it really doesn't matter.
If I had been so lucky as to have a steady brother who could talk to me as we were talking about to one another, who could give me good advice when he needs governors, which is just the very favor which I do well. Like just the one I made a rather interesting deal, and I like to live in that rather decent in the middle, but this particularly rapid, unintelligible matter isn't generally heard, and if it is, it doesn't matter.
If it is, it doesn't matter. If it is, it doesn't matter. This particularly rapid and unintelligible matter isn't generally heard, and if it is, it doesn't matter. This particularly rapid and unintelligible matter isn't generally heard, and if it is, it doesn't matter.
She made a terrible job of it all because
fought like a tiger cat. Oh, great heaven, I had forgotten her. I had hoped to have died unspotted by crime, foiled again by a tiger cat. Produce her at once and leave us. Dame Hannah, this is not what I expected.
Well, sir, and what would ye with me? Oh, you have begun bravely indeed. Unappalled by the calm dignity of maiden womanhood, your minion has torn me from my spotless home and dragged me blindfold and shrieking through hedges, over stiles, and across a very difficult country, and left me trembling and helpless at your mercy. Yet, not helpless, coward sir, for approach one step, nay, but the 20th part of 1 poor inch, and this poignard shall teach ye what it is to lay unholy hands on old Stephen Trusty's daughter.
Madam, I am extremely sorry for this. It is not at all what I intended. Anything more correct than my deepest respect towards you. It would be impossible for anyone, however particular, to desire.
Bah! I am not to be tricked by smooth words, hypocrite. But be warned in time, for there are without 100 gallant hearts, whose trusty blades would hack him limb from limb, who dare to lay unholy hands on old Stephen Trusty's daughter.
And this is what it's like to embark upon a life of unlicensed leisure.
Hark ye, miscreant. You have secured me, and I am your poor prisoner. But if you think I cannot take care of myself, you are very much mistaken. Now then, it's 1-to-1, and may the best man win.
No, don't look at me like that. I can't stand it. Uncle Roderick, save me!
What is the matter? Have you carried her off?
Yes, I have. She is there. Look at her. She terrifies me.
Oh, little mannequin!
Roddy Doggy?
My own love! Why, how came you here?
This brute, he carried me off bodily. Then I'll show him. Stop!
What do you mean by carrying off this lady? Are you aware that once upon a time she was engaged to be married to me? Very angry indeed.
Well, I hope this is a lesson.
Hold your tongues up.
Yes, Uncle.
Have you given him any encouragement?
Have I given him any? Frankly now, have I?
No, frankly, you have not. Anything more scrupulously correct than your conduct would be impossible to desire.
You! Go away!
Yes, Uncle.
This is a strange meeting after so many years.
Very. I thought you were dead.
I am. I died 10 years ago.
And are you pretty comfortable?
Pretty well. That is, yes, pretty well.
You don't deserve to be. For I loved you all the while, dear. And it made me dreadfully unhappy to hear of all your goings-on, you bad boy. There grew a little flower neath the great oak tree. When the wind began to lower, little heeded she. No need had
great oak tree.
Said she, he loved me, never did that great oak tree. But I'm blind, nor rich, nor clever, and so why should it be? But the fate of fortune severed, to be thankful I'll forever, I forever and forever for my great oak tree. Sing hey, happy day. Sing hey, happy day, let the tears fall free. For the pretty little flower and the great oak tree. Sing
Hey, like a day. Like a day. Hey, like a day. Let the tears fall free. For the pretty little flower and the great oak tree. Sing hey, like a day. Hey, like a day. Like a day. Like a day.
Stop a bit, both of you.
This intrusion is unmannerly.
I'm surprised at you.
We have no time to apologize. An idea has just occurred to me. A baronet Ruddigore can only die by refusing to commit his daily crimes.
No doubt.
So, in refusing to commit his daily crimes, it is a tantamount to suicide.
It would seem so.
Suicide is, itself, a crime. So by your own showing, you ought never to have died at all.
I see. I understand! Then I'm practically alive!
Rose, when you believed me to be a simple farmer, I believed you loved me.
Madly, passionately.
If I should turn out not to be a bad bard after all, how would you love me then?
Passionately, madly.
As before,
Why, of course.
my darling.
Here I say, belay!
Oh, sir, belay if it is absolutely necessary.
Valet? Certainly not. Having been a wicked baronet of weak, once again a father's loving one I see. Agricultural employment is to me a keen enjoyment for all naturally diffident and meek.
For he's naturally diligent and meek. If you ask me why I do not pipe my eye, like an honest British sailor I'll reply. That was Dora for my missus, every bread and cheese and kisses with it just a sort of ration I enjoy. This is just a sort of ration you enjoy.
Surrounded by a keen desire to eat folk, all the blessed common matrimony's yoke. We will toddle off tomorrow from the scene of sin and sorrow for to settle in the town of Basingstoke.
Surrounded by a keen desire to evoke all the blessed common matrimony's yoke. We will toddle off tomorrow from the scene of sin and sorrow for to settle in the town of Basingstoke.